Yes, coach. What a weird one. Probably the worst 6+ approximately 6 to 8 weeks worth of training I can ever recall. Quad tendonitis, achy knees, mental blocks, general fatigue from too much work stress and load, and then it ends with 3 PRs. It sort of just cements the reason why I have pretty much all the amount of blind faith in what you do. With the Nordics, the reverse Nordics, I'll put my knees and feet together here, meant to be more comfortable. And then with squats, I think what I found today was my left knee was feeling a little janky, like 2 out of 10 niggling pain, but nothing major. But my left glute, like there was something nagging me in that. I'm not sure if that was because of the the normal Nordics I did yesterday when I was just messing about with them. Well, I don't know if it's just bad DOMs or if it's just like a little tendon or something that's a bit aggravated. But it didn't really stop. Obviously, it didn't stop me today. The discomfort is in the belly of the muscle in the glute, so I imagine it's just probably like very acute DOMs from that. But yeah, so pretty much did bar 50-70 for 5, just touch and go. And then once I do that, I pretty much go 90 for singles. I think at this point I'll put the 1 1/4 plate on the outside. So the 90 would have been like 92.5, and then all my normal jumps are basically 2.5 kilo heavier, with the idea that once I get to my PR weight, I'll sneak like, a 2.5 kilo PR, then just climb from that. So I think this was it. And it moved quite well. I was quite happy that my torso didn't change angle too much. So that was obviously a benefit. And I think now this is the 135. Yeah, this is the one. So this is where I did have that torso change. Get a bit confident and try 137, but unfortunately, my rhythm was just a bit off. I feel like the weight just pushed me down a bit further than what I was expecting, and then the time rhythm when I applied pressure stand up wasn't aggressive enough, and also just wasn't time well, so I didn't quite catch the bounce. The power snatches were weird. I felt floaty. I mean, you sort of see it with my feet here, especially on those first 2 reps. My feet were fucking just like floating almost. But these feel good all the way up. And I think the odd thing was, I just decided I was going to be a bit... I'm going to use the word lazy with like my setup and the pull and even the power itself, but I never think about it. I don't think lazy is the right word. I think I was just trying to make it as effortless as possible, so I was putting not that much effort into setting up and putting on the bar. I was just literally trying to make myself move without thinking or even trying, and just weirdly it worked. My arms were actually reasonably relaxed. I mean, during the pull, I don't think the bar could have been closer. It was probably a bit too far ahead of me than what I would have liked, but as I say, it was just weird how I put in so little effort, and it just like felt good. So even these like 80s, I was literally just thinking, I'm just gonna fucking relax my arms, just keep my chest up and just jump hard and shrug. And it seemed to land perfectly. I mean, like, it was only 4 weeks ago where I was missing 80 kilo powers from the floor variation, and now I'm smashing them out for triples. This was the 82.5. I think anything from 80 plus for triples and powers, any form of powers is a PR, so it was nice to see I PR'd in a hang position, which is historically a bad position for myself. Once again you can see I'm just quite loose and relaxed in the setup. I think this is the 85, which is quite nice to hit, considering my best powerful one ever is 91. It's quite close to sort of my ceiling in a worse position, and I think these are my attempts at 87.5. Which is not quite there, a bit too heavy I reckon. And then with the pause work, I think similar to Farhan, because I watched his story when he was like, I finally figured out how to do pauses. And I noticed that he was just dipping a bit deeper and I thought I'd try that, because normally I have a shallow dip on a pause, even though like when I actually do a proper jerk I'll dip deep, and then I'll pause on the shallow dip, end up having to dip further and drive up like fucking over the whole idea of doing the pause. So I just thought, you know what, today I'm going to just take a deeper dip and push up from there. And I just noticed that like I wasn't doing that double dip thing anymore, so I actually had proper pauses. So despite the fact I only hit the same weight as I did last week at 120, which is still a match PR, I did it with much better form, so I was happy with that. I missed 125, I think I was just gassed out at this point.